responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And at the end of the season, not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Falcon football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Black shot. Green jack. On the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Let's go. Clock 10. Blaster 6. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games.
Touchdown, Giants! A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go, Giants. Edo blue.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Alex Highsmith. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, set, you, yellow. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So we come upon halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now back to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll say thank you very much to that last decision, as because of it, they now start out 1st and goal here.
97.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
Here we go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
3-3. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Holding. Offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
Youngwei Koo on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And fighting down inside the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Come on, set. Clock, 10. Trouble, 38. Slide, 97. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Chip Elliott on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, sack. Sack.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
60. Blue striker. Ready? Go.
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point in the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Jet. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Drill 52. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough. trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go. Black swap. Switch. Yellow.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick,
Blue check.
tick.
Check white. Set.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Set. Go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp.